Hi, my name is Jez. I'm one of the presenters at UCB and we are at the Big Church Day Out 2014 and I am, in particular, am very excited to be having a chat with Jahmene Douglas.
Yay! That's my name.
It is your name. So I'm presuming this is your first time here at the Big Church Day Out?
Yes, I haven't been invited before.
You haven't?
No.
Well, you might well get invited again because I managed to catch a little bit of it and it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Thank you very much.
How did you find it?
Amazing. I didn't know there were that many Christians in the UK. They seem to all turn up to BCDO.
Well, there you go. You've got a lot of support. That's very exciting.
Good. It was nice to see, Christians all come together.
Yeah, absolutely.
It can be quite quiet through the year.
It can be. It can be. And I guess for someone like you, quite different to a lot of the artists that we have here, in as much as we've got a lot of Christian artists who are in the Christian music industry.
Yes.
Whereas you're a Christian artist in the secular music industry.
Yes. It's a horrible word.
How do you find that? How do you find that?
I find it like, I always go back to the church walls. You can't always stay within your church walls to make a change. So for me, I'm trying to keep the balance with the Christian scene and then the soul music and then bring it together to speak to people that need it but won't look out to it because they're not Christian. So I'm trying to do that.
So I guess there's opportunities for you to be bringing hope, the message of hope, to people who really need to hear it.
I've been to loads of clubs and I'll take my Christian music.
That's amazing.
They'll enjoy it all the same.
That's great.
And people will tell me, I've felt something through your music and then make a change with something. So it's good to see it working with people.
That's phenomenal, isn't it? I mean, that's great news.
It's great to see change.
Do you get to hear a load of those sorts of stories?
I get loads of letters from people from similar backgrounds to me saying, I've turned to faith now.
Yeah.
To help me through.
That's amazing.
I think when you hit rock bottom anyway, you find some sort of spiritual awareness.
And I guess that's one of the amazing things about music, is it can really minister to people like that. How do you find it in terms of mingling with, so your music is bringing hopes to people who listen to it, but what about fellow artists, maybe people who aren't Christians who are equally in need of hope? Have you found much chance to liaise with that sort of
like James Arthur on the show?
Well, I guess people like James, anybody who's an artist themselves who doesn't know Jesus, doesn't know the hope that you know in that sense. How do you find that? For me,
I think it's important to I always say that a strong faith is contagious, so if you lead by example, people will soon catch on.
Definitely. And that's something that you're very passionate about, and I think it's something we've seen glimpses of, certainly in X Factor 2012. How do you handle that then? So what do you do as a Christian artist? Do you start writing to people or do you have conversations with people?
I always find this question weird because for me, like they say, how do you find it? I'm like, easy, because I'm not going to move in my position of faith. I'll just be myself. People will have a go at me and say that, you think that you're holier than thou? And I'm like, no, I'm just living my pathway and trying to do what's best for me. I'm not forcing it onto anyone. Because it's in the Bible not to do that, not to force your views on other people. They have to find it themselves to truly understand what it is.
Yeah.
Yay!
Amazing. And I guess you can just be there as a support and a help for people in times of need. I've got to ask you, Jahmene, this has been something on my mind quite a lot. How do you get Stevie Wonder to be a part of your album? That's amazing.
I thought that when my manager told me it was some Chinese guy with the same name, like, Stevie Wonder. But it wasn't. It was Stevie Wonder. I haven't met him.
Okay.
But maybe soon. He's coming down to Clapham in London soon, so I'll probably meet him then. But it was crazy, playing his harmonica on my track. I hope it's him.
So I guess that is a question in the back of your mind. Was that really Stevie Wonder?
He was supposed to duet on the album, but he said I'd rather play my harmonica and don't want to sing alongside.
Fair enough. So what are you going to do for the rest of the day? Are you sticking around for a little bit?
Going to bed.
You're going to go to bed? Don't blame me.
I'd like to see, I'm gutted that I'm missing Fred Hammond tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes. Hopefully we'll raise more awareness for this thing and just bring more people, like CC Winans, get people down.
Yeah.
Be good.
More people from the gospel scene at the Big Church Day Out. We'd be all for that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much for stopping by, John.
Thank you for having me. He hasn't got any shoes on, by the way. Can we just pan to his feet?
That is true. I don't have any shoes. It's because it's very muddy and I have to take my boots off. Great.
It's this horrid smell in here now. Yay! Bye.